Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where last episode we just got ourselves printing press. So we have no more institutions tech penalty for the next 10 years. And that's going to be great. That's going to let us get all of our techs up to about tech level 20. And we're going to kind of chill at that point. I mean, we need to get our dip tech up to 19 for sure. But we're focusing that, and we will get that quite soon. We do have some cores that we need to make. There's no doubt about that, but we're not overextended. And we want to go to war quite soon. I have pulled back our diplomats over here, though, because they were both discovered fabricating claims in Mutapa and Kilwa, and we definitely want to get both of those into the fold. We're going to go ahead and move this army back onto Madagascar. But first, we did get ourselves an extra merchant, so let's deal with that real quick. So right now we are pushing trade from Gujarat into Hormuz, which is fine. We're also pushing from Coromandel up to Gujarat, and we're currently also pushing from Bengal into Coromandel. And then we come down over here where we only have 1% trade power over here, and most of the trade is already flowing this way anyway. So I'm not sure exactly how useful it is to continue pushing trade over there. Maybe we should instead... This trade is right now, all of this trade is going up into the Samarkand trade node. But then all of that trade, where we have 30% trade power there, is coming up over into Astrakhan, which goes into Crimea, into Constantinople. Now, we're not a big fan of that. I think that we can do something about this. We have 30% trade power in Samarkand right now, and we are currently sending trade off this direction, which sends it over to the Aleppo trade node. So if we can redirect even 30% of this trade right here, or rather 20% of this trade. Let's see, 9.25, 7.73. I need to pull up a calculator. What is 20% of 9.25? And I typed it wrong. 9.25 times 0.2. That's 1.85. And now what is 30% of 7.73 times 0.3? 2.31. Okay, so it's technically slightly better, especially considering the multiplicative bonus that we're getting up here already, that we transfer from the Samarkand trade node over to the Persia trade node, which itself is currently pushing over to the Aleppo trade node. Excellent. So we're going to wait for some of our diplomats to come back, but we're also going to send a new diplomat over here to start building a spy network, but we can't do that until 1640. Well, later this year, actually. But we can immediately fabricate a claim over here, and so we shall. We can actually get another one as well. There we go. So we'll come back... Oops, did not mean to do that. I meant to hop into political map mode. We'll come back to Mutapa, but we'll send these guys over here for right now, I think. These guys should already be heading down. They were not. They should have been heading to Congo. Excellent. Okay, so I think we're pretty much ready to attack Kilwa as soon as our troops arrive. We shouldn't need reinforcements, but we'll gear up for some reinforcements anyway. Okay, our colony grew over here. China's no longer a valid rival for us, so we will make China our rival as soon as we can. We'll send our colonist over here to colonize. Wonderful. These guys are currently embarked. And we can't make anything into cores. That's fine. Let's hop into buildings over here. Build a couple of courthouses. I'd also like to build a few state houses. Do we have any good trade goods? Gems. Yes, that is a good trade good for it. Otherwise, we'll just do that. And that gets a huge amount of this area ready to go in terms of state houses. We do still need a fair number more. There's no doubt about that. Now I want to double check that the Samarkand trade node correctly, or rather not Samarkand, that the trade node, or yeah, it was Samarkand, that the Samarkand trade node is correctly pushing power, and it is. Look at that. This dropped from 9 trade power going this direction to 12 trade power going over here into the Persia trade node, where we are already pushing it over this way. That should be quite a lot of value for us. Actually, I think that's like 30 gold in value. That's huge. 30 monthly gold? We'll happily take that. Okay. Is our army maintenance maxed? Yes, it is. And actually, we're at the point right now where we kind of don't care about turning down our army maintenance. We are ready to attack Kilwa. And let's check to see here. Some of our navies are out of port. Yeah, we don't care. In we go. Excellent. And when can we send a diplomat over here to build a spy network again? 25 September. Okay, that sounds good. Do they have any troops? If they do, they're up here. We don't see any. Can't... Oh, we can build a courthouse. And so we shall. Let's see, trade efficiency or national tax modifier? Ooh. Let's see here. We're making 219 in trade and 129 in tax. We're definitely taking the trade efficiency here. And let's go in and attack their capital. We're just going for a full annexation of Kilwa here. Okay, they have a 6k stack here. That's fine. How many do we need here? Just 3. So we are going to create ourselves a new unit here, and we're just going to leave in 3 units of infantry and 1 unit of cannon, a value cannon there. And then we're going to grab these guys, and we're going to come back. And yeah, that is going to slow down our siege, but we can smash this force and grab these couple of other locations and then go back in. We can also start converting Aveiro, and so we shall. And I think we're going to save up our admin power for right now, because we're going to need to core these to prevent overextension. Excellent. Of course, Kilwa never had a chance here. We can actually start working on Mutapa in very short order here. There we go. Excellent. And yeah, Kilwa never had a chance. Never a single, solitary chance. I'm going to move these guys back into Zumbo. They're definitely not needed now. I just wanted to have them there as a just-in-case sort of measure. Now, Kuba, we are eventually going to look to vassalize, but we should probably think about, once we get another diptech or two, how much are we making right now? We're making plus 10. We could definitely think about annexing Venice. I don't believe we can do that while at war, but let's see here. Annex vassal. Yeah, we can't ask for it while they're at the war. We can, however, improve relations with them, and we shall. We've converted Zoza. Excellent. Next. Okay, and that is the end of Kilwa. We demand their full annexation. And whatever money they've got. Kilwa would be upset. We don't care. Wonderful. Now, we want to prioritize coring locations that are giving us overextension here. And we had enough, and we can actually core a couple more, but we're going to continue saving. And we're going to leave these guys on Madagascar for right now. We are not going to need help fighting Mutapa here. 1 more month tick, and we can go to war. Venice is a little bit upset at us for our overextension, but that's not a concern. And we should have enough to grab Diptech 19 pretty soon here. Okay, now we can go to war with Mutapa. So we are going to fabricate a claim here on... It kind of doesn't matter. We're going to go for Shangwei first. And then we are going to declare war on them. We have no CB, but now we do. We'll just reinitialize that. Yes, now we have a CB. This will be no problem. None whatsoever. Yep, immediately stack wiped. We're also going to send 1 unit of infantry over to grab Batua. Wonderful. And that will fall extremely rapidly. We're going to pull back this diplomat, and we're going to send another one to go build a spy network in Nakor. Excellent. Nakor is allied with Kuba, who we are also allied with, which is slightly awkward, to be sure. We did just lose our philosopher, so let's get ourselves a new one. Let's see here, +3 yearly prestige. I mean, we're pretty much capped at prestige, but I guess that'll do. Okay. 50 admin power and plus 10% discipline for 6 years. Or prestige. We do not need prestige. We are basically capped at prestige. We will take the admin power. Thank you very much. Because that means that we're going to be much closer to being able to core this. England is no longer a great power. I'm not surprised, considering that we just totally wrecked them. I think we... that trade steering would be powerful for us. We're behind time on Diptech. We wait on that. No courthouses to be built. That's okay. We probably want to fight Congo, actually, before we fight Nakor, now that I think about it. We're going to pull this diplomat back, and we're going to send one over to build the spy network in Congo instead. Because we are looking to very, very rapidly conquer the rest of Africa. Like, not this episode, but very, very rapidly indeed. And really, in order to be ready for that, we're going to want to have an army stationed around here and one over here. Congo is Miltech 14, so they are no match for us. Okay. We can deal with this, no problem. Not surprised that this happened, in fact. We did just convert, and we will convert again. Wonderful. This will be falling momentarily, and then Mutapa will be ours. We'll go crush this force of rebels. Yeah, 10 years of separatism. It sucks, but it's not the end of the world. So let's go ahead and take Mutapa away from them. Wonderful. Only Mutapa would be angry at us. Excellent. And that gives us this giant wasteland colored, which is always satisfying, even though it does nothing. I like it. Okay, so we're going to want to, once again, prioritize coring locations that give us overextension, but let's actually just hit this core all button and see how far we get now. Excellent. So we need 90 more admin power. We can deal with that. Okay, so we won this battle, as expected. I'm thinking about raising another army, actually. And I'm going to do that. So we're going to raise another army up over here. Just because I want garrison forces over here, but I also want another army over here, and I don't want to pull an army from this region. I don't think that would be the best idea. It's a fair amount of money. Burghers would lose influence and loyalty. I'm okay with that. They knew what they were getting into. Excellent. We can go ahead and core that province there, and then Bonneman would be the one that we would core next. Wonderful. We are going to continue colonizing Africa, although I kind of want to... Particularists, huh? Okay. We'll go deal with those. And then, as I was saying, I kind of want to colonize some of these little islands over here. So we'll get those started. Excellent. Inca has actually taken a lot of Argentina, and this has become British Columbia over here. That's actually England. That's not part of the colonial nation. Fascinating. Ethiopian Brazil has done pretty well. Ethiopian Canada has done a little bit less well. I suppose that's not surprising. Okay. Looks like we're going to crush some Byzantine rebels here, which is slightly unfortunate for us. I also definitely want to go to war with the Byzantines relatively soon. Oh, but here we can grab Diptech 19. Fantastic. That's huge for us. Yep, Byzantine peasants. That is sadly expected. And we've converted again, so we'll convert Coimbra next. Wonderful. And let's take care of those particularists, and let's get this army raised up. So this would be up to 12, 4, and 16. There we go. And we'll call this, what would this be, the African 6th? I think this would be the African 6th. Wait, what's this one? This one's called the First Army. We're going to call this one the African... Is this the African... This is the African 6th, actually. Which would mean that this one would be the African 7th. We don't really care about Nakor. We'll ease the tension. I mean, we kind of care about them. We're going to conquer them, just not quite yet. Okay, the particularists crossed back through Byzantium. That's really annoying, actually. How rude of them. I like how Europe is just a patchwork of border gore, and we're just like, this is fine. After I said so many times that we were going to work on cleaning that up, and we just kind of haven't. We're going to take the base tax over the colonists. It's worse short-term, but better long-term. And we're also going to core Bonneman like so. Excellent. So that puts us at 33.1% overextension. And once we finish conquering Africa, which we don't have too much more to do there, then we're going to focus on Europe, most likely. I'm guessing these rebels are all just passing through. Yes, they are. Excellent. We're going to take this army, and we're going to position it right down here. What fleet is it using, I wonder? What fleet indeed? Is using the Atlantic transports. Okay, that's actually perfect. It's exactly who I was hoping for it to use. Okay, infantry cost reduction. That's fine, I suppose. And we've just about caught these guys. There we go. Excellent. No worries. There we go. And we'll just take this right on back. In the meantime, our Congo spy network is building up. And they're going to be pretty hard-pressed to fight us, realistically. Who's Congo allied with? No one. I like that a lot. Do we have a conquistador? We do not. We are going to need one. Okay. That's pretty good as far as conquistadors go. 4 fire, 3 shock, 3 maneuver. Yeah, we'll take that. Okay, we're pretty much ready to declare on Congo here. So let's fabricate ourselves a claim, and we're going to fabricate a claim on Soyo. Soyo is here, so this is the war goal. Sounds good. We're now going to declare war on them, except we'll need to tick forward 1 day. There we go. Now we're going to declare war on them. Kuba and Zetsu would not join, but we don't care. We're going to invade here, as well as here. And we're going to try to do some exploration over here. We're going to have this force over here. We have this force here to respond if they come through Nakor. We have this force if they come through this terrain over here, this uncolonized area. These guys should really probably be more in Nasenga, I think. Excellent. They should have no real way to actually full-on attack us from here. And we've just cored a couple of locations. That's fantastic. We're going to continue to explore this area. There's no way we're going to be able to conquer all of Congo this war, but we'll be able to conquer substantial portions of it. Specifically, we'll be able to cut them off from the sea, which is what we really want to do. We don't see the Congolese? Congan? I don't know what the adjective form of Congo is. Congolese, actually, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Congolese. We don't see the Congolese army, but we will go ahead and take this fort. There we go, cored more locations. That's fantastic. Let's build another courthouse. And I do want to check... Okay, we're still at 10% overextension here. That's fine. Our main problem here, logistically, of course, is that this is still in fog, right? So we have to explore the area as we're conquering. Hello. There's the Congolese army. We should have no trouble beating them. They're much smaller than us, and even though they have a good general, we should have no real issue here. We'll move into Masapa instead of chasing them into Shangwei. Oh, hello. They have another stack there. Okay, these guys will push up over there. Yeah, now we catch them. Wonderful. These guys don't want to fight us. We'll start converting Bonneman next. And yeah, they just have no morale because our tech is just so much better than theirs. It's just not a contest. Okay, we will continue to push over this direction. We already won that fort siege. Kuba would join us now. And we'll call them in. They can give us some help. But they weren't willing to do it before, probably because the Kongan I keep saying that. The Congolese army would, we don't actually care about the aggressiveness or ferocity. We'll take the population. The army was too powerful for Kuba previously. But we'll see just how much we can actually get over here. Bring Congo as into the fold as possible. Ethiopian Brazil is landing. I like it. We're going to have to continue to explore this region as much as we can, of course. We have learned a fair amount. Okay, we just got Mapemba. and we're just going to start working on taking these regions over here. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time when we defeat Congo. It won't be a contest. Sorry, Congo.